Hey, what's up, guys? This is Salahowski, mate. Do my latest live reaction video to Black Clover, episode 9. All right, this episode, as you well know, I've been doing a lot of Black Clover live reaction videos lately. You ever saw my last two ones? They were pretty funny. The last one was called Go Go First Mission. That last one was hilarious. Because you get to see the Yami and Magna. They just went around going gambling and they lost all their money. They were stripped butt naked, and Nubula and Asta had just watched it. They just watched them being naked, which was hilarious. That was just straight up funny. I always I thought that was hilarious a little bit because it was pretty. Because because it would seem shady like because they were like off being shady. They were keeping it a secret. They went off gambling. They were off doing something. They didn't tell Astra or Nobla. They didn't tell them nothing because they were new recruits. So they didn't tell them anything, but it was pretty funny. No, anything. When they came back, they were like all naked. They saw them literally naked. The only thing they had left was, what you call it, the cloaks. What you call it, their sash or mantle. With the Black Bull logo on it. It was pretty crazy. I thought that was funny. They just went around and spent all kinds of money. 6 months pay. Like that couldn't be any more crazy. And these characters are basically a bunch of misfits, but misfits. That's really funny. Asta. So he and Nobla. They're the new recruits. They gotta work together now. I mean, she's from a noble bloodline, a family, and her, what you call it, sense of superiority. I think that's what they call it, sense of superiority when it comes to her and her funny and her behavior. She couldn't control her mind because for a blonde night she was treated like garbage. Her own brother wished she was dead. That was a good episode. I love that episode because we got to see her motivation. She's kind of like an Asta was, but the opposite. Asta had no magic. He came from basically a poor family, raised by raised in a backwater village. But she came from the city. She came from the elite, but she was treated like garbage by them. And she basically was looked down upon. Because she wasn't good enough. You get to see bullying like that. That's pretty intense. But overall, I do love it. But I do love because I want to see more from this. Uh, more of this, more of these characters. I want to see what kind of development and story they go through all together. These misfits. A lot of people rag on the series, think of it. Oh, it's like fairy tales, like Naruto. Even though the manga's great and the anime is trash. But I don't think that. I'll like look at something. If it's good, if it's good, if it's something good, I'll watch it. If it's like, I'll give my opinion. If I watch it, if I know it sucks, I know it sucks. If I don't, oh, if I don't like it, I don't like it. That's my opinion. And then you have your opinion. We all got different opinions, different ideas. As you can see, as here we continue, and I put a mirror in the back so you can get to see images of the anime. Now I don't know how to do that whole, pasting images on video stuff because that's the whole rule of copyright. You're going to put 10 minutes of copyrighted material. You can't take something from anybody else. You can't take ideas. You can't paste stuff on a video. You can't paste, anything. You can't do anything you're not supposed to. Overall, overall. Let's get started on episode 9 of Black Clover, which is entitled Beast. Okay, here we go. Tokyo label, Human World, Magic. Okay, but a single man saved them all. He was called the Wizard King and became a legend. Hmm. Yeah, Yami and Magna. All three of them are going on the first. It's Magic Knights. Where's the good one? Should be on there. Hunting Wild Boar, Hunting Village. You know, yeah, I mean, he's pretty scary, dude. Go die here. You get to see this lots of stuff. She's still unable to control her magic since crazy cycle. He has a trick down broom, straight up. So lame. I'm gonna go back on his word. What does that remind you of? Stupid Asta. These guys, these are the guys you saw last time. They used water and ice magic, which is pretty crazy. You know, they killed all those boars. And this episode is called Beast. Be lost in the mist. I do like the first opening. Because I think it's really cool. Beast. It hit me that we didn't see for a while. Like we haven't seen for a while. It hit me that we haven't seen for a while. Like we haven't seen it a couple, about at least two episodes back. Ever since they first became Magic members. We haven't seen in much a while. Since he first joined the Magical Guilds. I remember, you remember he joined the Golden Dawn, which was kind of like royalty. Golden Dawn, But I remember that one guy, I think it was his name was Klaus or whatever, he was treating him like trash. Even though he has extraordinary talent. But he's still a kid from the boonies. I have a theory about where and Asta first came from because I know they're adopted. We all know they're adopted. They're adopted. They were raised in Harsh Village. But I think I have an I imagine powers are pretty much Magna. He's just letting Asta be used as a punching bag for the crew, and so is Noah. Where is to go save him? Basically, her modern magic, pretty powerful, but she can't control it. And these boards can use flame magic. Can everything can do magic right there? I mean, that pissed her off, and he got turned into a human. She has no shame. I got you now. But it ain't over yet. So many. He had trouble with just one. He carried all those. Magna carried. He carried one. Looked like Magna carried like three, three on his back, maybe four. Can't tell. Yeah. Oh man, sure. Happy. Uh, uh, you know him? Like you know the mayor. I knew him from a long for a long time. I heard. I heard. Which just party past here. All right, so he knows the guy that they lost to and got like used to be. And then is that where he went to? Oh, he used to. Oh my God, he was quite mischievous. He used to bully them with his magic. Oh my God, pretty much he. Okay, pretty much he was a bully and a dick. So he pretty much harassed people and just threw their magic right at them. Sword magic. Time for your punishment. Basically he was a troublemaker. Oh, he's gonna spank him with the sword. Talk about embarrassing. And I challenged you. Basically, he was a bully, so he used to torment people, and then the old man give him an ass whooping, and he got his ass kicked every time. And that's not just a fact. That's a fact, and that actually happened. You know, bow and arrow, uh, a metal fist. He hit him right in the. He hit him right in the family jewels. Wow, that was a low blow. He whooped my ass every time. He must be strong. This out later, but oh my city. Imagine to us. Oh, he had a magic to become a magic knight too, huh? He's the one who told me let's take the magic exam. So basically, he's the one who told him to go take the magic exam. Okay, so why don't you try taking the magic exam? Is this guy, an old magical knight, or he got skilled but didn't go take the exam? There's no way I'll be having commander of the writing this down. What's who needs or commander? You to take hold of your own future. I'm sure you'll be able to. Like, oh, so he tried to take the exam, so he couldn't. I guess he couldn't, or or he should, or he didn't. You don't even know that. He's like Asta. What the hell? Sorry for my stuttering. I'm not used to this stuff. Back that I am not sure. When I passed the message, so happier for me than anyone. Must be a nice person. It's quick, so money's for his. All right, so he wants to earn money to give back to the poor people, like the people he tortured, basically. Yeah. He he got when he showed me as a real man should be. I want to be like him, the person who respects me most after Master Yami. The hell is that? Oh, they just arrived at the village. Oh, those guys from earlier attacked it? Covered in mist. Oh, this is probably when things are gonna get hot or heavy. Sucks in this town. You idiot. That's magic. So basically, the town he was talking about, Sushi, just got attacked by those weird magic guys. Once we had probably be able to get anyone. Lose their sense of directions around in the mist. That's true. It can cover the whole town. Yeah. None of the villagers are this strong, so he's, of course. This isn't either. He could tell because he knows the guy used weapon magic while the other guy weapon. Basically, taking Asta to get rid of the mist with his sword. Just do it. Basically. Basically telling him to get rid of the mist with his sword. What do you think? Order, order, order. It's kind of like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Take the left and the right. They feel the magic straight ahead. The townspeople, they found them. Look like they're pretty bruised. Looks like they definitely got attacked. Whoever these guys are, the obviously. Oh, large shards of ice are dangling above their heads. Wow. Looks like they get ready to kill them if they don't listen. This is your execution. It's mostly shatter shot. He was there ready to kill them. Those are men, women, and children. This guy has no. This guy has no resolve about no hesitation about spilling blood. Yes, not just nice. Uh, I mean, he killed those animals last of them. Guy's name's Nick. Uh, oh, is that? Oh shit! They killed the old man. Oh shit! He's bleeding. Oh man, oh man, to protect us. That's his grandson. Your friend or answer. Oh man, man, the watch. There you put me behind schedule. Like you'll be executed in 10 seconds. One big giant shard of ice. Looks like an ice boulder. Shut He's out of magic, basically. That's just gonna cut right through that, huh? Basically. It's not just magic, it's also a physical object, so you can cut it. I won't forgive this. And then they almost killed the entire villages. They almost killed the old man. We don't know if the old man, the mayor's alive or dead. How do you do something so cruel? Who the heck are you guys? They seem to be, or barbarians, perhaps the village. Demons, basically. Or hearing anyone about me showing up. God, especially when how get into Miss Barrier. They slice through your Miss Barrier, the Black Bulls. Right, so shoot. Basically calling them a waste of time. 5 minutes. But basically, you're just gonna wipe them out. Okay, they want something. Basically, they came to the village not to kill, they want to take something as well. What was his name? He said something about his name. Oh, ignored me. Illusionary magic. Getting me. Lord Heath or Lord Health. I think his name was Heath. Here's the truth. In my eyes earlier. Okay. But that blade is a demon blade. Blade negates magic. He he knows right now. They want something basically. And that's just to kill them. The world is split into several regions. The North Korea, where in the common, where the commoners live, and the Forsaken realm. It is. It's located in the Forsaken realm. Most of the inhabitants are a red race. They use a daily task. Mindless beast. Oh man, he's all about purity basically. This is like Harry Potter. Basically, you have magic and you're not born. Basically, you have magic. Like that doesn't mean you're like special enough. So basically, they're like elitists. Think of it as kind of like I think it's kind of like how Voldemort and the Death Eaters were to Harry Potter. That's basically what I'm looking at. This Voldemort and Harry Potter. You guys ever read the books or watched the movies? You guys know what I'm talking about. Oh man, we get to see flashback of Hot's village. Those who possess strong, they protect against those. Basically, Oscar's remembering what Sister Lily is saying. Like that there are people in this world who use magic but don't think they deserve it. If the likes of you could be magic, I'm older than you. Uh, basically, these guys are like purists. They're trying to wipe away people. It's kind of like Nazis or the Death Eaters. You call beasts. Our lives I have to protect. You know, basically he's treating them like trash because they're beneath him. Basically, it's basically Voldemort or Death Eaters, Hitler with the Nazis, whatever. You could all know this, And this guy is pretty strong, It seems like he's a bit of a thinker, but also powerful, because the way he uses his wives, he's all about timing. He has a sense of timing, do things. Miscompare and endless ice cage. You think heck these beasts now? I'm not very frantically. Seems like most effective way. He know he can't just fight Asta in a head-on fight because of his story. So yeah, Asta's power grid can block any magic, but not enough to defeat it. Later lies, bro. Like this guy is very strong, the way he does things. Damn it. He's gonna protect the villagers no matter what. Well, he's reaching his limit, Magna. Yeah, he's holding back. He's not even flinching. This isn't good. At the first mission out, they already fall against the bad guy. That's kind of similar to another anime we all know and love. Yeah. And Lola has really control her magic for truly desperate for members. Oh, they gotta finish this fast. They look like these people won't last very long. Whoever has just abandoned everybody. They're not gonna let these people just die. I'm royalty. But being royalty is not. I'm what else here? No, basically tending to abandon them. To die in a village like this. Man, the little girl, save us. Like, this is like her hero call. Like, this is like her hero's moment. Is she gonna use her true power? Remember, she made that gigantic ice spear. A new spell? Oh, looks like she grows her match. There's no, I can run. Okay, looks like she grows in power, huh? Let's see. Ah, she's absorbing all their attacks. Looks like she's creating a dome of water to repel their attacks. I'm loyalty, I remember, and I'll protect him as a member of the Black Bulls. Like, this is like her hero moment. As she like protects them, it's gonna be Asta and Magna who's gonna take them on. Uh, uh, I think that's pretty good. You know, otherwise, because seeing this, I really liked it because we get to see these guys, these ice people. They did how cruel and evil they are, and now they're like going up against this guy, seeing how cruel and crazy he is. Like he's willing to kill all these people, because I think because he thinks they're beneath him. I think because they have magic and they're lower, and because they live in such a dead village that he's going to just wipe them off the face of the earth, saying that they're not necessary. Basically, basically Voldemort and Death Eaters, or not Hitler and Nazis, whatever you see. It's kind of like that, like yeah, discrimination against people for having magic. That's a pretty unique distinction, you know, and if they have people like that, people who use magic, I think they could be like the best protagonists. Let's see what happens next. Like, let's see what happens next. Constant, if they're gonna be facing a group or an organization, a group of people like this, I have no problem because this could be a best kind of bad guy for them. Pretty clever, pretty close. I forgot about this. These mini stories that happen at the end. Door. I won't. All these doors next week. Oh, the old man's still alive. Awesome. And it will always open as long as you don't give up. Protect everyone, no matter what. Episode 10. Those who protect. Ah. Overall, this was a good episode. I enjoyed it because we get to see them confront these mist guys. These mist guys are pretty much evil. Like from what I can tell, that it seems like they're kind of like purist in a way, trying to get people who are born with natural magic live in certain places. Like they're just gonna wipe out other people because they're inferior, they don't deserve magic, so they're just gonna make sure that magic only stays with them by just wiping them all out. These guys are like purist in a way, which makes them racist in a way, racism in a way, discrimination. I think for a show like this, they could use something like this as a boost because for like the kind of enemy they could fight. Remember they have a whole magical system and stuff, and they have rules of their own world. And it's described in what he said. There's there's the area where the royal family is, the ones in the covenant, and there's also the Forsaken. But I think that's something he either made up or something he made up or something else entirely. I think this is a good progression because we get to see them, fight against these, purists in a way. I'm just gonna call them purists because I have no at this point I have no idea what they're talking about. I'm not watching spoilers or anything. I'm just gonna watch stuff. This is good progression because I want to see them fight, like, especially for no, seeing her, and her new spell, like. Well, it seems like she grows stronger. She gets more magic. Hopefully, she with this new spell addition, like, cause she gets to find her resolve. Like she had no choice but to fight or die, and to let all. If she ran away, she would probably, abandon them. If she and that little girl is helping her with the doll. That's pretty cool. I really like that because you get to see them working together. As Noel does her best to protect them, it's gonna be Asta and Magna who fights against these guys. These purists. I think those are the best names for them. And and this episode is called Beast. I think that the way they used it because they were describing. I thought they were going to describe the boars, but it's kind of like discriminatory. Basically saying, hey, these guys are these people are beasts and useless, basically. And we get to see Asta flashback to when he was back in Hodge Village and Sister Lily. Seeing Sister Lily describe telling them about these other people who like like what you call it, like value magic in such a way, who dig them and who dig lower of other people who have magic. Uh, you know, Remember, Asta had no magic at the beginning, but now he does. You know, and these people are like, well, are like real racist. If these people came to Asta's village when he was very young, and he was a kid, they probably probably would have done the same thing to his village. These are probably the worst kind of people. Oh, and people that Asta hates, someone who discriminates and look down on people for having magic or none, just thinking they're worthless. Like who are like superior because of their sense of superiority and stuff like that. It's kind of like knowing her sense, but she's royalty, while these guys are just pure, full on what you call it, discrimination. They're purists. They're like hateful people, or racism and stuff like that. I know I said racism was I, but what I'm describing as distinct. Like how they look down on people for being different. That's what I'm saying. This to me was pretty good, because I get to see such a story in a fight. Hey, I'll do my best to try to react. My best to probably bring you my next reaction because I want to see more of this. This is a good episode. I enjoyed it. I give it a thumbs up. I know there's a lot of people. I said this before. There are a lot of people who give ragged on the show for being a rip off of other anime, other good shonen series, while the manga is better. No, I want, but that's just their opinion, and you're entitled to your opinion. But like I said before, I'll watch something. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. That's just the way it is. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. Hope you enjoyed today's content. Comment, subscribe. Thank you. I'll give you my latest video of Black Clover episode 9 titled Beast. See you guys next time. I'm out. Bye.